All right, y'all. How you guys are doing today? It is 2024, and I decided to make some changes in this room, and I'm pretty sure it's for the better because it just feels better in here. One thing about having a lot of consoles and ideas, you're going to have a lot of clutter. I mean, especially if you don't have it together, like just thinking about putting it all together. If you have a lot of ideas, a lot of consoles, a lot of games, a lot of things are going to be in the way. But for this year, I decided to go get this taken care of. So I think I've rearranged this room in a good space where I have space and I have a little bit clarity to watch television, to play some games, do my shows, do my videos, and I think it worked out fine. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, and hopefully you guys give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to start with my computer area. And right here, this is my computer area. This is my PC. And over here, I have two monitors. I had three at one point. There's a third one right over here where my Xbox One is at. And basically, the one in the front is a 144 hertz monitor. The second one is a 75 hertz. I don't use that for the computer aspect of things. It's just a second monitor. I'll let you know what I use that for in a few. And that's how I have my computer set up. I love this desk. This is an excellent desk. And this desk, I have like my cups, my helmets. These are some Dreamcast games up here. It's my PSP games, my Saturn games, my PlayStation 1, and some more Dreamcast games. Yeah, these are some more Dreamcast games. Those are my Japanese Saturn and some PS1 games down there. Other stuff down here, just some stuff that I don't really use from time to time. It is what it is. Now over here is my boxes. Now in my old house, I had these boxes set up really nice. So if you saw some of my old videos, you saw how I had these boxes set up. I finally managed to put these boxes over here. So some of my mini consoles, some of my favorite boxes, some from my favorite consoles, the original Xbox, and the virtual stick Xbox One, Xbox Series, which I don't have that anymore, but I still have the box, and my PS4 Pro, which I don't have that anymore as well, but I kept the box. This is one of the racks of my games. I have the second rack in another room, which I'll explain to that in a little bit as well. And there's my Xbox bag. When I go out of town, I take that bag with me when I take my original Xbox. Now over here, in this room right here is a bunch of clutter. That's my happy birthday bag that I got. And in here, I showed you last time, this is where all my original Xbox games are. I'm going to find a space to put those original Xbox games. And this right here, I love George Benson. If you don't know who George Benson is, a phenomenal musician. I did a video about this. I'm not using it right now, but I'll have the link in the description. I'll put a card up so you can see what this is. It's a pretty neat device. And yeah, but I'm going to have space for this original Xbox game shortly. Now, this is where all my consoles are. I want to show you guys this. I have this set up perfectly. I love the way I have this set up. You see this? I have my original Xbox, my GameCube. I'll let you know what those things are over here are in a second. Down here, I have my Nintendo stuff, my Sega stuff. Over here is my PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. And you see my Xbox 360 and my PS3 over there. And my OSSC is over there. I just noticed that. And down here, some consoles that I don't really use anymore. You see my Wii standing up over there. My retro AVS. You just saw the box of that back there. The retro AVS. My Super Famicom. My Japanese PlayStation 2. My Japanese Dreamcast. My PS2 Slim is down there at the bottom left. And my black Saturn is there in the middle. But this is how I have it set up. Now I have the CRT set up because I want all these games going through the CRT. Even my 480p consoles like the original Xbox, GameCube, and the PS2. Now I do have my PlayStation TV up there, which I'll probably use that for some 480p content, but I'm planning on taking that down completely because just look at it. It looks kind of weird just sitting up there. You see what I mean? It just looks kind of weird just sitting right there. So I might just remove that altogether. Now right here is my PC Engine, my core graphics. I have that hooked up as well. Man, I forgot all about that PS2 MC2 ISO. I might need to start using that again. But yeah, now I do have everything hooked up surround sound through this television, my Sony Trinitron. This is a 36 FV15, I think. This is a really huge CRT. Has a little bit of damage on it right here. You see the damage right here. Moving this thing, causes a lot of problems. But the thing is, it is what it works perfectly. It is excellent. Light gun games, all that good stuff. I love it. Now, what is this right here? This is my S-Video switcher. I have an S-Video switcher where I have my N64, my Dreamcast hooked up. It says PlayStation 2, but this is for PlayStation 1. I have this PlayStation 1 right there hooked up to the S-Video. The DVD I think the DVD is my core graphics, and the VCR one is my NES. So all the S video and composite stuff is in there. Now over here, this is my SCART switcher, and with the SCART switcher, I have my Saturn down there. I have my Super Nintendo in the middle right there. And what's the third one? The Sega Genesis. All three of those are going through SCART. Now, I could put my Dreamcast through SCART and, my PlayStation SCART, my PlayStation 2 SCART one is broken. So I might need to get another cable for that. But that's what the 3 on here. It can hold up to 5. Now, how does this work? Now, with the SCART, I'll take the SCART cable right here, and it goes through this thing right here. It says SCART the UYV. I'm backwards. And that goes into this component, basically YUV. Goes through component, and the component cable goes down right here into the television. So I have a component set up for those, got the component. Now these are the other component cables, which this right here goes into that, and this goes into the TV. Now my component cables have the PS2, the GameCube, the original Xbox, and this device. So all four in this device. So all 4 of those going through there. So that's how that's set up. So all that's there. And then I got this right here, which is the S video and composite stuff. So all that's going through this TV right here. So all my consoles, every single one of these right here are hooked up. Now for these two, my 360 and my PS3. Now what I'm planning on doing with this, I think I'm gonna take the PS3 in the room where those the other rack of games are, because my PS5 is over there. So I might just take and put my PS3 over there in the other room with the PS5, and leave the 360 here to be with my Xbox One X. And these two right now are hooked up to my 75 hertz monitor. So that's what that is the setup for that. Now, what I have down here for my Japanese stuff, well, some of it Japanese, the Famicom, the Dreamcast, and the PS2. If I want to interchange any of these consoles, I'll just interchange if I want to play a Japanese game. So that's what I would do with that. And the other ones are just there, I have them and I have no use for them right now. My Wii U is also in the other room. The Switch is also in the other room. All that stuff is in the other room, because like the Wii U, the Switch, those are more spacious, family-oriented consoles. Not going to necessarily have them in here like that. But I do plan on possibly bringing the Wii U back in here, because the Switch is basically taking over for the Wii U. I mean, my son plays the Switch. He doesn't really play the Wii U like that anymore. So I may bring that back in here to go along, to take place where the PS3 is, and that will go through the 75-inch monitor. So basically, the Xbox One X and those two games those two consoles over here are going through this monitor right here, which, like I said, I may just pull the PS3, bring the Wii U in here, and I'll play the Wii U based on what it is, have the Wii set up and everything, because it plays Wii games. But that's basically what it's set up for. Now, before I get out of here, a lot of people are talking about emulation, how they feel about emulation, all this other stuff, and I don't have nothing against emulation. You go to my PC right now, I pretty much have most of the emulators that are for these consoles just for preservation reasons. But the way I look at it is like this. I look at these consoles as if someone who is, uh, you know, a person who collect vintage cars. And the games that you play in these consoles is like the music you want to play in those vintage cars. People who have vintage cars, old school cars, they try to keep up with them. They do maintenance on them, and they love them to death. They keep them in their garage. They keep them, they want to drive them every now and then. And that is exactly what I look at when I have these consoles. I look at them as vintage, car collecting. It's almost the same. And what I do is I love playing my games on these consoles. I love playing them on my CRT. And that's another thing. Once I got this set up to play on my CRT, it just feels so good to play these games. Now, playing them on the emulator, there's no wrong answer. If you want to play them on the emulator, that is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I encourage it, because if you're just now getting into collecting games, you're probably late, especially when it comes to any console before the Xbox 360. Any console before the Xbox 360, if you're getting into collecting at this point, you're probably late in the game. And it's going to be, it's not going to be difficult, but it's definitely going to be a hassle at this point. Unless if you know somebody who owns a shop and they can help you out along the way, you're good. But outside of that, you're better off just go ahead and start collecting for the 360, PS3 on up. If you go backwards, you probably missed out on a lot. Not saying that you can't get the stuff. It's just it's not as easy as it used to be. So, and it took me a long time to get here. I mean, you're talking about late 90s, early 2000s, where I became a 17, 18-year-old, and I said, I'm going to start buying these games that I want for myself. Now I'm in my early 40s, so it's been over 20 years of me doing this, and I don't see myself giving up these games just because, they're old. I love these games. I have a personal attachment to these, and I don't plan on trying to make a profit off of them. These are the games I want to play. These are the games I want to have in my collection and have in my, room or my area, so I could play whenever I want to in the comfort that I want to. And this is the main reason why I set this up, because it takes me back to a moment where I could play these games and be comfortable. And not only that, I'm playing them in my opinion, the best light possible on a CRT. And the games that are for HD, I'm moving those around to put them in different areas. Like I said, my PS3, and I'll probably play my Xbox on a monitor. So it'll be still just as authentic as I normally would do it, So, push come to shove, I may even just put the PS3 on the PlayStation TV, because they're built for each other. You know what I mean? So I may just do that, just to have that, just because it's built for each other type of, vibe. But I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate if you made it this far. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Like the video. Let me know what you guys think. Share it and let others know what we're doing over here. And since I got this set up, definitely gonna be doing more videos. Probably, some stuff involving the CRT, because how many people really look at the CRT like they used to anymore? A lot of people look at it kind of weird, but I love it. I'm gonna keep it together, and I'm gonna be showing some content on it, as well as the other stuff. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here. Y'all take it easy, and y'all be blessed. Peace.